And so, which by definition, when it says that he fell and became lame, that he fell and everybody began to skip over him. He fell and everybody began to pass over him. Come here, Isaiah, come here. You sitting there anyway, come on, come on. Hurry up, boy. Make haste, like it said in the scripture. Lay down on the floor. Lay down on the floor. He laid there, and everybody, instead of helping him, because like I've already stated in the verse, nobody ever comes back to pick him up. Nobody ever comes back to rescue him. But instead of helping him, they worried about their stuff and they skipped over him. They passed over him to get to where they needed to be at. This was the heir to the throne, but they passed him up to get. People will not care about what you have on your life. If you ever end up in the position where you are wounded and you are crippled and can't get there on your own, they will pass over you in order to save them own selves.
Yes, they will.
But he still has a need to be delivered.
Yes.
Even though he skipped over, if you read the story, David has issued an executive order to kill everybody that is there. He still has a need to have a breakthrough. He still has a need to get out, but nobody comes to get. You better learn how to have you an exit strategy, even when everybody else has forgotten about you. Even when everybody has left you to die and skipped over you, you better get you an exit strategy on how to get out, because you need to have deliverance. But I can't walk. Nobody ever showed me. Everybody has always carried me. You better learn how to crawl out of. Turn over and start crawling. Come on, you like to play in church. Come on. I'm giving you permission. Start crawling. Don't get up. Just start crawling. Get down. Start crawling. Don't walk. You have legs. It's crippled. Boy, come back this way. You crawl on your arms. You know what it means to army crawl? Now your knees is broke, boy. Crawl. Just with your arms. Come on.
Lay down. There you
You better learn how to get out of there any way you can. Stop looking at your limitations on what you can't do and what you cannot do. And you better learn how to use what works to get to where it is that you need to get to. You better learn how to, okay, you can get up now. Come on. Give me my hand. Brandon, Bears, you all right? So, one thing that God began to deal with me on, and it messed me up, it began to blow my mind away. The scripture does not identify him by name until the end of the verse. Before the fall, it only refers to him as Jonathan's son, Saul's son, who had a son. After the fall, they tell you what his name is. Your name is your identity. In order to understand just what his name identifies him as, we must understand what his name means in the Hebrew language. His name in Hebrew means the dispeller of shame, or one who would take shame away. Isn't it funny, and it became funny to me, Evangelist Graves, it became funny to me, Tawana, that they do not reveal his identity until after he experiences a fall. And what God began to show me, Elder Davis, is sometimes you don't know who you are until you've gone through something.
Come on.
They might not want to deal with me in the church no more for what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's what God gave me.
Say it.
Sometimes it was the fall in which everybody just left you there and forgot about you. Your fall is what revealed to you your identity. You didn't know who you were until you failed. Your name was not released until you failed. And some of you have been in here and have went through a fall and have experienced a fall and being let down. But your fall is what releases your identity for everybody to understand who and what you are. How can you be a dispeller of shame unless there's shame that needs to be taken away? God will understand who God created you to be is because of the issue that you had in your own self. How did you ever know how to teach somebody else to get out of a situation unless you ever had to be there on your own? Because here is the reality. You cannot teach anybody how to get out of nothing that you've never had to get out of yourself. How can you teach somebody how to develop exit strategy when you didn't have to get out of nothing your own self? They do not release his identity. It's not exposed to us until he falls.
My God.
The church won't tell you that.
My God.
No.
That your fall produced who you were.
Yeah.
Before that, you was just your daddy's son.
That's it.
Before that, you was just your grandmama's daughter.
That's it.
She wasn't nothing, so you ain't never gonna be
That's
nothing.
right.
You was just the production of a generational curse. But your fall created a separate, oh my God. Your fall produced something that everybody understands who you are now. And most importantly, you understand who you are. Because here is what happens a lot of times, is sometimes disappointments produce character. You don't understand what you have the ability to come back from until you had to come back from something. And so that is where he's at now. He's at now, and everybody left me. They skipped over me. So how do I deal with this? I'm anointed, but they didn't pass me up. They didn't pass me by. They forgot about me. They let me here to die. But I had to get out of here. And I know that Mephibosheth don't die in this place, because in chapter number 9, David said, is there not yet one person? Because David understands that I killed everybody in that place. I took everybody out. Not only did they kill them, but they cut their hands off. They cut off anything that would be able to identify them. But he wants to know, is there anybody left? I know we took everybody out and we destroyed everybody, but is there not yet one person left? And what the servant says is one, but he's crippled. Ain't it funny, Elder Davis, that people, when somebody is looking for you and when somebody is asking who you are and where you are, they always want to tell somebody what your issues are. They want to always tell somebody what your limitations. Yes, Jonathan had a son, but he's crippled. He has a son, but the boy can't get right. He has a son, but the boy's walk is not quite right. He has a son, but he ain't worth nothing. He has a son, but he's a deadbeat. I didn't ask you what his issues were. I asked you where he was. You don't get to tell nobody what my problems are. My past is, where I came from, what I went through, what I had to go through in order to get here. Just point them in the direction. And you see, David did not care what he had to go through, what his issues were. He said, where is he? I'm not looking for his issues. I'm looking for him. And that is what God is saying to you. I'm not looking for your past, your present, or your future. I'm looking for you because I want to show mercy to you. And regardless of what you went through, can I come and show you kindness?
Hallelujah.
You have to understand, in order to understand what David was trying to do with this young man, you have to understand the issue that was going on between him and his grandfather. This was his enemy, the one that betrayed him, the one that played him. David said, if this would have been my enemy, it'd have been all right. This was my friend. This was my brother. A lot of us have went through betrayal, but until you have gone through betrayal by somebody you never expected to go through it from, you don't understand what it means to have your heart broken. This was David's mentor. This was the one that he served. Until you went through that level of betrayal, you don't understand what it is to be hurt. But David was so over himself. He says, I just need to find somebody from his house that I can bless. Until you learn how to bless the very people that broke you the most, until you learn how to bless the same people that hurt you the most, you ain't truly walking and stepping in deliverance. This young man, the last time he had been in this place, the last time he was in the palace, they left him there to die. Oh my God. The last time, this was Mephibosheth's house. And the last time he was here, they tried to kill him. The last time he was here, they disappointed him to you. The last time he was here, they skipped over him. The last time he was here, they passed over him. Can you imagine as this young man walked in here barely able to stand? He had to probably walk past the place